Yeah, it's about 8:05 and I'm pitched on Penyghent, and yeah, it's been a while. I've had 9 weeks off and it's been the warmest summer on record, so I've just rested up. I've spent most of my time either watching Netflix, I've been at the beach every day, and just having a few baby shams and just feet up. But the good thing is my chest infection's gone, so I'm going to get back to it now. I've got about 1 more week off, then it's back to work and straight and narrow. But I'd take breaks away from wildcamping. I think it's good, you know. I've had breaks of 6 months quite often, you know. It just stops you from getting stale with it, I think. So I just needed time out from everything. I've enjoyed the Netflix, my walks along the beach. Now it's good to get back out again. So I have got some wild camping done, which I've really enjoyed. So I'll show that first and then I'll bring you back. It's 7:15 in the morning and I pitched here about 10:15 last night in the dark. This was not the wild camp I'd planned, but keep a long story short, I set out after work and I got stuck in traffic. There was a nuclear warhead convoy, big convoy, you know, loads of police vans and military vehicles. There was even a fire engine and 2 blacked out coaches behind it. On the way, I would imagine they were on the way to Scotland, to a submarine base. I think they'll have been Trident missile warheads, nuclear warheads, but it just held us up every roundabout after that. But yeah, I mean, it's only 2 days today after doing both well, and yeah, it was a nice easy walk in. This was, like I say, it wasn't planned. This just it just happened all on its own. But it's yeah, it's made a nice change. Beautiful morning, absolutely stunning out there. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, I think, and I'll start the pack. So yeah, I pitched in the Hilliberg Acto. Yeah, got the 10mm pole in, because you don't get much of a weight penalty with that, but you're getting that extra strength. And the ground sheet protector, because the ground I'm pitched on is quite gnarly, so that's saving the ground sheet inside area. Yeah, there's just lots of bits of sharp pieces of wood and stuff like that. That's the beauty of having a tent like an actor with you. You know, no matter what happens really, especially this time of year, you're gonna be able to sort of disappear with that somewhere, which is what I've done. And yeah, it's a beautiful spot, but it wasn't planned. But I like it when that happens to me. I like to roll with it. And I found something like a place that's just, it's a lot different to anywhere I've pitched for a long time. Yeah. It's not very often I film myself outside talking, but it's just beautiful, beautiful, perfect conditions. But I've got to pack and go home because I'm on early shift tomorrow. This was my only day off this week. I might get out Sunday between an early and a late shift, maybe over in the east. Maybe go to the beach or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, you had a couple of Peronis in the local, and I got a bit too comfortable in there as well. But as soon as I picked up the rucksack and started walking, I could still feel my legs were still sore from both fell. There was just no going them. And I just detoured off into this woodland, and I really enjoyed it. Apart from last night, I should have filmed it really. It was really, really noisy. And the only thing, that sound that I think could have been is maybe some roadworks going on till about 4 o'clock in the morning. It was really, really loud. So that kept waking me up. But that's all gone now. It's just a beautiful, peaceful Wednesday morning. I've had a cup of tea, not hungry at all. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the day, do a bit of shopping, stuff like that. Call into town, maybe get a breakfast. I know if I'd been with Dave, he'd have booted off. None of this plan B stuff. He used to have to do it, but he didn't like doing it. He'd like it the next day maybe, but it was just, he'd want to go for what you had planned, you know. But I don't, I just roll with it. And yeah, it's got me somewhere I never would have even thought of. Yeah, I found like a new woodland, and yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. It's just fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't even bother. It's a lot of fun. I love it, man. Can't get enough. Especially on beautiful conditions like we're getting now. It's been a long winter. Too long. Just grabbing hold of it now, both ends. So get your son about this. I'm going to keep this short. It's 5:30 in the morning. So we called in the pub. I had 1 pint and Gary drank non-alcoholic beer, and then we've come in like a new way for me through the woods. So we pitched a gun aside. When we got here it was breezy, and that's what I planned for. That's why I bought me the Acto with a 10mm pole. We've both got our Actos here, and yeah, it was alright. Gary cooked straight away. He had a couple of brews and all that, and then the breeze disappeared and it turned into a mid-Holocaust. So, and then around about 11 o'clock they cleared off because it got breezy again. So I got outside, I managed to get a cup of tea, and I did some dehydrated food, and then they turned up again. We had to get out of it. And the dehydrated food, I started eating it and then I looked in the pan and I thought, what's that? And it looked like a dead tick inside of it. So I've got a pan full of food there that I haven't eaten. But they're not here now, so I'm going to have a cup of tea. And the plan is to be away for 7 AM this morning. But yeah, it was good to get out with Gary. And I've had a month off and I've done nothing. I've been along the beach every day, just for 10 minutes or so. I haven't worn shoes or socks for 4 weeks. And yeah, my big toenails, they're the same colour as these now, because they were looking a bit dead. So yeah, so I've had 4 weeks off. I've overdosed on Netflix and it's been great, and the good thing is my chest infection's gone. And what happened there was after my last wild camp, which I'll talk about in my next wild camp, but after my last wild camp, there was a few days after that, and as I was standing up, when I got up one morning, I coughed and it was just carnage. It was like something out of an Aliens film. So I must have, over the last year, I must have ended up with like an abscess inside one of my lungs or something, on my upper respiratory system. And I thought, well, that's not going to heal overnight. That's going to take days, weeks, you know, days and weeks. And so yeah, I'm looking like a car crash now. But there's a storm proper coming in for 10 o'clock here. It's once that storm's gone, that's it. I'll be out wild camping now. I've had my break, I've had my feet up, which I've enjoyed. I've had a vacation from myself, that's what it's been. So I've had that. And yeah, now I'll start getting out camping. I'm really looking forward to it now. But it does you good to have a break from it, and you come back and you just want it more. Right, I'm going to get a cup of tea before these midges turn up, and then we'll be away for 7. That's the plan. Onwards. I've enjoyed it, even with the midges. It's been nice just listening to the stream and that. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'm waffling on, out of here. Enough of that. Greetings. Just having their hydration tablets. Very flavoured, very nice. I haven't lit the stove yet, I haven't felt the need to. So it's quite windy. It's 7:10, sun sets about 8 o'clock. Plan B, our original set off point. So I'm with Gary. We got to within 15 minutes of it, the turn off down the road, and it had been closed off. There was just a sign saying there's been an incident, road closed. So we've had to improvise. So we're in the Dales and we've ended up pitched by some limestone with trees. When we first set off, we got an absolute total soak, and just the skies opened, it went dark, and then it's that cleared, and the skies have been amazing. Like, very atmospheric. So yeah, we're in the Actors, so they're in their element in these conditions. I've got both vents open and just blasting through. So yeah, so it's been chilled. I haven't been going out wild camping. The last one was Gunnerside. I've just had my feet up. I've been a layabout really and enjoying that. And just writing stuff down, you know, planning stuff, thinking stuff. It's an important year coming up for me now, and I need to think it through. What am I going to do without going in being bored? Some decisions to be made. So yeah, just been along the beach every day. Netflix, a few beers, and like a pregnant walrus. It's Sunday today. I'm going to have my final blowout tomorrow and go home. For a week and a half off left. I'm going to come back over here Wednesday, and then me and Gary will be back out again next Saturday. So, but before I go to work, I'm going to have my blinkers on, and then on my weekends off I'm going to have my wild camping med on. I'm looking forward to it, but I do it every now and then. There's been times when I take 6 months off or longer, and then you come back to it and it's fresh again, it's new again, and it's exciting, and you just want it more. But obviously, I mean, there's a real world out there, isn't there? So there's others, you know, get some other stuff done and then come back to it, and yeah, I do it that way. So Netflix, the news, I'm a news addict. I walk along the beach every day, in the sea, and a few baby shams. Tomorrow will be the last day of that, then I want to knuckle down. I'm looking forward to that as well. Right, I'm going to have a bag of smack, and then I'm going to have some cheese leek and ham pasta. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit peckish. So yeah, what I was just saying, bag of smack. There you go. You see that? I'm going to have a bag of smack. Start off with that. Yeah, I've enjoyed my bag of smack, but it's starting to come in waves, like really strong winds, starting to rev up. So I'm going to have a cup of tea. I think that's the last I'm going to be lighting the stove tonight. It's starting to get a bit feisty. So a cup of tea and a movie, get my head down, I think. Yeah, the wind blew there and the whole stove nearly went over, but the whole this full of water and it's just gone everywhere. So I'm not lighting the stove again tonight. It's too it's too dodgy, it's not safe to do that. So I think it's time to batten down the hatches a bit. I was lucky that the stove didn't, because the ground's a bit uneven as well, you know, so that's too dodgy. I'm not risking that again. If I want a drink, I'll just have some cold water with the hydration tablets. I'm going to have to remember when I say wind forecast, is to bring out food that you don't have to cook as well. Just have a bit of both, and then just to do it safely, to be safe, because that wind, it's hitting the front door. I'm getting it from there. Nah, it's not safe. Nah, I don't want to burn a hole in the tent. I'm not risking it. I'm having a fire. Just settle down for the night now. It's getting stronger. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock and it's revving up now. It's starting to turn into a rough night. Last time it was mid-G's, this time it's looking like we're going to get gale force winds here. I'm going to get me a down. I haven't got my sleeping bag, it's underneath this pillow. So I've still got my waterproof trousers on and my boots on, but it's not cold. Just windy. That wind's quite strong, but I've just enjoyed lying here. I'm nice and warm, toasty and warm, comfortable, and yeah, these outdoors, they're just taking it in the stride. So I'm enjoying it. Right, I'd rather have this than mid-G's, like on the last one, for sure. I've got both barn doors open, it's not raining, and the door, outside door, just ever so slightly open, and there's just no condensation whatsoever. The tent is bone dry. It's warm, it's comfortable. I've got the inner closed, but I've got the mesh vent half open, like the cover, and just snug as a bug in a rug. My mat is the Nordisk Grip 2.5, and then I've got one of them very thin mats underneath it, so I'm not too high, I'm not getting pushed up into the tent really. I'm just too, like, I am like a pregnant walrus, but it's still working. I'm cosy enough. Lovely and warm. I don't need a hot water bottle or anything. I've just had a look outside the tent, nothing to see at all. Yeah, it's 7 AM, so time to start packing. So yeah, plan A never happens because of that road, some sort of incident. So I'm off all this week and I don't go back to work until next week. So I'm gonna go home. It's Monday, Wednesday I'm coming back over. And we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Right, time to pack, get out of here. Done enough talking, haven't I? Yeah. I've enjoyed it, so. Onwards. Yeah, I really enjoyed that camp, that last camp with Gary, by the limestone with the trees coming out. That wasn't what we'd planned. It wasn't what we'd planned, but the road was, there was a road sign saying there was an incident. But we just rolled with it and still ended up having a brilliant wild camp. So it's great. I'll be back out with Gary. What day is it today? It's Thursday. I'll be back out Saturday with Gary. So I'm looking forward to that. That camp where I ended up in the forest. What was really unusual about that was if you look at it, you can see two mounds and it looks like two freshly dug graves. I did find a broken spade. I mean, somebody else will see it, they'll spot it, but it's weird, you know, you see stuff and you think, you don't believe your eyes, you know. I mean, I never reported it or anything, but I remember me and Gary, we were on Scarfell, and how many years ago it was it 15, was it 17 years ago, I can't remember. And there was a load of, they looked like Afghans, but they were just like Osama bin Laden, you know, with scopes and binoculars and stuff, and they were all staring at the Sellafields. And we scratching our heads, and I thought, God, the only thing that's missing is the bomb vests, you know, and the Kalashnikovs and things. And we scratched our heads and we just walked away, you know, walked past and just... Anyway, on the news, it was a few days later, was it weeks or days, I can't remember. And yeah, they got arrested. They were planning a terrorist attack on Sellafield. And we seen them, but I mean, they weren't exactly trying to blend in or anything. So I would imagine they'll have been on the radar anyway. But yeah, you see stuff and you just carry on as if nothing's happened. You're always encountering new things. Yeah, the front door's blown all over the place. I don't know whether it's because the ground's slightly uneven there, or I haven't got the tent set up right. I'm gonna have to check it when I go home, because it's all over the place. But there's like a tensioner, and I've had that loose and I've redone it. But I'm gonna have to have a look at my other actors and see. I think I've got it set wrong for some reason. I'll have to have a look at the other ones and find out what I've done wrong there, because obviously I have. But it's holding up fine elsewhere. But what I like about the actors is, for conditions like this, I mean, you get the 10mm pole, which just gives me a lot of confidence when the wind's blowing. You know, for the conditions you get on the fells, and when you come to places like this. Yeah, 10mm pole in an actor, it's gonna take quite a bit of punishment, which isn't uncommon, as you can see. So I knew it was going to be quite windy up here tonight. So I'll probably have a pot of tea, but if I don't, I've got some Robinson's summer fruits for a nice drink, hydration tablets. I have got tea bags, tea making kit. Food wise, I'm having super tuna salad, harissa spice, so I don't have to light the stove for that in this tent, and they are gorgeous. And then I'm gonna have toffee pudding, cold, with vanilla flavoured Madagascan Ambrosia Deluxe custard. They are gorgeous. I do have some dehydrated food, but I think that's the way I'm going to go tonight. With that front door flapping around like it is. So I'm glad I've brought them up. Yeah, these are gorgeous. These good for your morale. Yes, spiced tuna salad. Oh, I can smell it. Absolutely. Oh, honestly, the fragrance just hits you. Just have a taste. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, if you're worried about lighting your stove when it's windy, you want to give stuff like this a try. Let's say toffee pudding, cold, vanilla flavoured Madagascan custard. And it tastes amazing. Absolutely, it's oh god. I mean, I don't eat stuff like this at home, but here, oh god. It just, it's just good for your morale. You know, puts a smile on your face. Sticky toffee pudding, vanilla flavoured custard. Awesome. nice warm cup of tea. If that wind doesn't die down tonight, I'm not lighting my stove again. I haven't got that tension and strap set up properly. I'm gonna have to sort that when I get home. So yeah, so I enjoyed that food that I've had. I'm glad I brought that up. But I did stuff my face at the campsite at Horton this morning. Horton and Ribblesdale. I really like that campsite. There's an inn just along the road, about, I'd say about 30 seconds walk, where you can get a meal if that's what you want. And then Settle is 10 minutes drive down the road, which has an Asda, petrol station, co-op, cash machine, 2 fish shops, fish and chip shops, Chinese, a pizza, burger shop, restaurants, cafes, bars, if that's your thing. But yeah, you can stock up. I've got the hams again. But I really like that campsite, so it was nice to spend the night there with the tarp tent that I've got. Was it the Double T or whatever it is, with the new winner. The only thing I'd say about the inner is it's not very waterproof, the ground sheet, so I might have to treat that, and then I'll only use that in summer, I think, probably with the Rab ground sheet. But I did cook with all the netting closed inside, so it'd be good probably if you're going to do a trip to Scotland where you're going to have midgie problems, you just shut yourself off from it and cook inside. Yeah, it'd be a good tent for that. But I really enjoyed it. Nothing to see out there. It's just pea soup. So I'll probably watch a movie and take it from there. Loving it. I love it, mate. I'm always going to wild camp, but you've got to have breaks as well. Now, it just keeps it fun then. Stops you from going stale. But now I'm always going to wild camp. Always. Been doing it too long now. So yeah, it'd be good to get out with Gary in a couple of days' time. We go back about 23 years. We probably did our first fell together. Be about 23 years ago. Don't know where the years went, like. But he's been brilliant company. He's going into his 4th year now, I think. Zero alcohol, and he's just chilled, you know. Yeah, it's good to see him, you know, in a really good place. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to drink that tea, and I'm going to close this inner as well, because I'm just getting loads of cold air blowing in from that door. Yeah, get a movie watched, I think. Yeah, it's just after 6:30. And it's nothing to see out there, just peace up. It's really bleak. So I'm going to pack. I want to get away early, get home, get the gear rejigged, and then I'm back out with Gary tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just going to call this one in. Penyghent. It's been 23 years since I last come here. I'm going down the way I came up last year, not the way I've come up yesterday. I'm not going back down that way. It's 23 years ago I came up from the paid car park. But yesterday I came from the other side of the end. So yeah, get home and then back out again tomorrow, so can't wait. Loving it. Bye.